The verb I lose or I'm losing is chano, chano.
Chano.
So that's spelled with a letter that looks like an X, and you should be careful there because the K can look a little bit like an X in Greek. This X kind of really hangs below the line. XAV, which gives us the N sound, and then the W omega, that gives us the O. Chano, I lose or I'm losing. What do you think the closed version of chano might be?
Chaso.
Chaso, good. How would you say I will lose it?
Θα χάσω. Θα το χάσω.
Θα το χάσω, good. And I would lose them.
Θα τα χάσω.
Θα τα χάσω. And this is them only for neuter objects or for children. No, we saw that παιδί, παιδιά, it's neuter, so θα τα χάσω, it could refer to the children, I will lose them. What was I have?
Έχω.
Έχω. He has, she has, it has.
Έχει.
Έχει. So here we see that the h is a little softer, έχει, because it's followed by an e sound that softens it. We're going to see that with a couple of other letters in Greek too. Έχω, it's harder there than έχει, a little softer. You have?
Έχεις.
Έχεις, good. We have?
Έχουμε.
Yeah, and that is more brutal again, no? Έχουμε, more friction. They have?
Έχουν.
Έχουν, good. And what if you wanted to stress the word for they and you're referring to a masculine group or a mixed group? They have?
Αυτοί έχουν.
Αυτοί έχουν, good. And what if you were referring to a female group?
Αυτές έχουν.
Αυτές έχουν, good. So something that's really cool that we can do with what we know already, we don't need to learn anything new, is to talk about the past in Greek. Now we have a few ways to talk about the past, both in Greek and in English. Compare I lost it, I have lost it, and I was losing it. Now we're going to learn, with what we know already, how to build I have lost it. The first bit is I have.
Έχω.
Έχω. Now, to get the have past of lost, no, I have lost it. To build this, we start with the closed version of the verb, χάσω.
Χάσω.
And then we go into the he, she, it form. We take off the R and we add an E sound, or an EI in writing. And we get, how would that sound?
Χάσει.
Χάσει. So, έχω χάσει is I have lost. So chasi is always chasi. It has nothing to do with he, she, it here. This is just the form that we use to get that have past. So έχω chasi is I have lost. If you want to say I have lost it, and the it we must have it up front. So we have the it first. It, I have lost.
Το έχω χάσει.
Good. Το έχω chasi. I haven't lost it.
Δεν το έχω χάσει.
Good. Then το έχω χάσει. Very good. So you never have to think about open or closed here in this have past. It's always just χάσει. We have lost.
Έχουμε χάσει.
Έχουμε χάσει. Έχουμε χάσει. He has lost. She has lost.
Έχει χάσει.
Good. They haven't lost it.
Δεν έχουν χάσει.
Good. And it?
Δεν το έχουν χάσει.
Very good. Δεν το έχουν χάσει. They haven't lost it. Very good. I forget in Greek. I forget is ξεχνάω. Ξεχνάω.
Ξεχνάω.
A difficult one we have to think our way through, no? So the first sound is ks. Ks. But that's one letter in Greek. That's the letter that looks like a kind of curvy capital E with a little tail, something like that. So that's the first part, kse. The kse with an E, kse.
Kse.
Ξεχνάω.
Ξεχνάω.
Ξεχνάω. So if you wanted to say she's forgetting,
ξεχνάει.
Ξεχνάει. Ξεχνάει. She's forgetting me, she forgets me.
Με ξεχνάει.
Με ξεχνάει. Good. I mentioned briefly that him was ton and her was tin. So we have ton and tin for him and her. So if you wanted to say something like she's forgetting him, so she's forgetting.
Αυτή ξεχνάει.
Good. So we don't need afti, but we can put it.
Okay.
Ξεχνάει, afti ξεχνάει. And now she's forgetting him.
Αυτή τον ξεχνάει.
Good. Τον ξεχνάει or αυτή τον ξεχνάει. How would you say she's forgetting her?
Αυτή την ξεχνάει.
Very good. Αυτή την ξεχνάει or just την ξεχνάει. What was again I lose?
Χάνω.
Χάνω. And I forget?
Ξεχνάω.
Ξεχνάω. Good. So actually these two words, these two verbs, are related. It's not very obvious from χάνω, ξεχνάω, but it's very obvious from the closed forms of the verbs. We've seen that χάνω becomes χάσω, ξεχνάω becomes ξεχάσω. And we can feel the connection in the meaning, no? When you forget something, you lose it, no? So you have χάνω, I lose, and then ξεχνάω, I forget, but the closed forms of those verbs are χάσω and ξεχάσω. So how would you say I have forgotten?
Έχω χάσει. Έχω χάσει.
That would be I have lost, no?
No, yeah. Okay.
But it's a very small step from there.
Yeah. Έχω ξεχάσει.
Very good. Έχω ξεχάσει. I haven't forgotten.
Δεν έχω ξεχάσει.
Very good. Δεν έχω ξεχάσει. I haven't forgotten him.
Δεν τον έχω ξεχάσει.
Very good. Δεν τον έχω ξεχάσει. He, and we will use the word for he hasn't forgotten her. He hasn't forgotten her.
Αυτός δεν την έχει ξεχάσει.
Very good. Αυτός δεν την έχει ξεχάσει. The word for shop in Greek is magazī or to magazī. Like I mentioned briefly, you want to learn your nouns with the word for the, so you can interiorize when you come across it what gender it is. So to magazī, the shop.
Το μαγαζί.
How do you think you would say the shops?
Τα μαγαζιά.
Good. Τα magazia. So if we have an O, we change it to an A to get our plural for neuter nouns, but if we don't, we just stick an A on the end. No?
Yes.
Magazī, magazia. The verb for I close or I'm closing is κλείνω.
Κλείνω.
How do you think the closed version of that might be?
Κλείσω.
Κλείσω. Good. The closed version of to close. Κλείσω. So if you want to say the shops have closed, let's go through that bit by bit. The shops is the first bit.
Τα μαγαζιά
Τα magazia have.
έχουν
Έχουν. Good. The shops is they. Τα magazia έχουν closed.
κλείσει.
Κλείσει. Very good. Τα magazia έχουν κλείσει. You could also say something like the shops will have closed. Now, when we say that out of context, it's a bit difficult to understand what we mean when we say that in English. But if I give you the context, it's clear. You know, you're about to go out to buy something and I tell you the shops will have closed. In English, I can use that to show something like a probability. They will have closed by this time. No? We can do exactly the same thing in Greek. So how would you say that? The shops will have closed.
Τα μαγαζιά θα έχουν κλείσει.
Very good. Τα magazia θα έχουν κλείσει. No? The shops will have closed.